it's a birthday and you have to open a gift, like I'm very uncomfortable with. See, there he did it.
I'm not. Coming up on the Real Housewives of Orange County after show.
You couldn't even tell her that you didn't really want that shower or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
You didn't want the shower?
Jen's a little messy and you don't see it. And I would love people to see her mess a little more.
Gina felt like you didn't even want it, you didn't even appreciate it, which is not true. I did appreciate it.
Your issue is your issue with Alexis. She's never done anything to me, Shannon.
Were they talking that much?
What I heard was yes.
They would go to lunch all the time. They would go to coffee all the time.
Do you feel like you could be friends with both?
A lot of times you think she did something, then it's okay for you to do it.
I felt like I was a mediator all season.
There's always a lot of like excuses on that side.
Poor Tamra.
Yeah.
Okay, now, get her straight.
I know how to handle this, Rod.
She grew up on boats.
It's the International Voting Community.
Yes.
IBC. The Real Housewives of Orange County after show starts right now.
Shannon, basically told me that she felt like if I could befriend Alexis, then I wasn't a friend to her.
Yeah, they're saying that you're good friends with her.
I do like Alexis. I've told you that.
I thought you weren't anymore.
What are you talking about? Your issue is your issue with Alexis. She's never done anything to me, Shannon.
I get it, but if you look at some of the things she did to me, they're pretty freaking disgusting.
I'll tell you that's hard. Last year, Alexis was nothing but nice to me.
Right.
Jen would say things like, she's been nothing but sweet to me. I think she's been nice.
Well, then own that.
But, okay, this is the difference then maybe with us, is that if I see someone acting inappropriately towards another person and I don't think it's kind, I don't want to be friends with that person. She watched 3 videos that Alexis and John did that blindsided me at a reunion last year.
If she wants to see what a monster looks like, she can view those videos.
Okay.
Wow, God, that was
So-
carefully, very carefully crafted.
So
And I saw all of your faces.
was she-
Everyone was like,
Oh,
what?
horrified. And was she still talking to Alexis after that?
Yeah, so it bothers me.
It should.
I think the problem is, and where the breakdown happens, is that Jenn isn't necessarily honest with Shannon and probably portrays in a way that she doesn't have a relationship with Alexis and doesn't talk to her.
You have a relationship with Alexis?
I don't see Alexis.
And then she does talk to her because I think she's trying to work both sides and not get in trouble with anyone. And so
She's friends with the friends she's with at that moment.
I know that it's a spot for Shannon. Obviously, we all do. I need a conversation with Shannon.
Right.
If you're telling me this is a massive problem within our friendship, but can you and I have that conversation?
I think she needs to, just say to you, hey, because maybe she's worried about losing friendships. I don't know, but she has to be strong enough in her convictions with her friendships to be like, all right, I'm friends with this person, I this, I that, whatever.
Were they talking that much?
What I heard was yes.
The thing that sucks is I totally understand from Shannon's point of view.
I do too. It's hard.
But I also understand a little bit from...
And just where dynamics have gone, I would say I'm closer with Shannon.
Right. I mean,
see
you
Shannon
really are gotten really close with Shannon.
I think that Jenn understands that for her right now, being friends with Shannon and making an investment into Shannon is in her best interest. And Alexis is no longer a part of this group, so she will cut ties with Alexis.
But the thing is like she was really close to Alexis. They would go to lunch all the time. They would go to coffee all the time. And then all of a sudden she just iced her out.
Well, then she just clearly decided that it was in her better interest to maintain her relationship with Shannon over Alexis, because she's
if any
here.
friend gave me an ultimatum, it just wouldn't sit well with me.
Do you feel like you could be friends with both?
No. The two of them...
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And you know what? I don't want the toxicity for me.
Yeah.
So, and I will say, Alexis was always great. Alexis would never bash Shannon to me.
Yeah.
Whenever we would talk, and she also asked me that of me with Tamra. She would say, "I know you don't want me talking about Shannon. I don't want you talking about Tamra."
Right.
Respected. But it's too deep, too much for Shannon.
Yeah.
And I would say right now, the friendship I have with Shannon has moved past the friendship place that I was with Alexis.
Right. Everyone can make their own choices.
But you gotta know that too.
Emily, you stepped in as the mediator on the boat in Amsterdam.
I felt like I was a mediator all season.
Tamra, is there anything you'd like to say to Gretchen? No. Gretchen, is there anything you'd like to say to Tamra? Tamra's open to listening, she told me.
Oh. I actually felt that you and I were a team at that moment.
I thought that we agreed to, stop Like, no more.
And we were trying to get her to understand what she's been doing and how weird it is that both her and Slade cannot move on and have not moved on since she left the show and continue to talk about me.
A lot of times you think she did something, then it's okay for you to do it. But then that's why this is never ending, because it's just one thing after another.
Am I supposed to never do anything, no matter what she says about
Well, I'm just assuring you, I'm telling you that for the past 3 years that she and I have been friends, she has not talked about it.
Just because she hasn't said it to you doesn't mean that she hasn't said it to other people.
I don't talk about you.
Okay, oh my God.
You're not relevant.
Part of me wishes that I said, I'm not gonna get in that hot tub with Emily and her. Like, I feel like I should have said, no, I want somebody that, like a Shannon or you or somebody else there for me. Because even though Emily, I think, tries to be the mediator, I feel like there's always a lot of like excuses on that side or whatever. And so I just...
Tamra.
Yeah.
You have to recognize your part in how we've gotten to this position. It's because you have also perpetuated the story. You have also said things.
I guess the way I see it is when somebody asks me a question, I answer it honestly.
I spent a lot of time with Gretchen, listening to Gretchen's grievances over and over and over.
I'm defamatory? Look at this.
I'm not interested. And then I would constantly try to persuade Gretchen to have a resolution with Tamra.
But she doesn't want to.
But then Gretchen would just revert back into like talking crap about her or bringing up stuff from the past, it was just, it got nowhere.
Emily is very opinionated.
Yeah,
Emily,
she is.
She knows when to like move our friendships along
Right.
or move things along, and yet Emily also, there is a bottom that I don't think, a threshold
Yes,
Emily
that
I
she
don't think
won't
would
go
cross. And we
beyond,
had
yeah.
this exact conversation. And it's almost like on one hand you'll hear the women say, I will stand up to Tamra. They do to a point.
It was hard for her to recognize that she had any part in anything.
Yeah.
She would never, it was always Tamra's evil. And I'm like, yes, but you said this on a podcast. You commented on her daughter's Facebook.
And all the evil stuff she does is way up here compared
accused
to
her
what...
of having an affair. Like, there are things that you have done.
Yeah.
Like, your hands are not clean in this situation.
But there was a moment where she's like, I didn't realize I was doing that.
So I didn't see it as that way. So maybe I need to take a look at that.
I was like, oh my God, a breakthrough, a freaking breakthrough. And then I feel like we moved forward, and then she went to her hotel room and cried.
I give you a lot of credit for getting in the hot tub and going with it, because that was a very confined and small environment.
Even when it's hard, I jump in the fire. Like, I go. I never run away from things. And that's the thing that Slade has always said to me over the years about who I am as a partner to him. He's like, the thing I love about you the most is that you're always willing to like face everything head on. And so thank you for saying that, because as hard as it is, I do it, you know?
Well, wait, did someone point out to me that she was saying she didn't even want the lunch?
You couldn't even tell her that you didn't really want that shower or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
You didn't want the shower?
No, she didn't want the shower. She thought it was ridiculous.
I never said that shower was ridiculous. What are you doing right now?
It did hurt my feelings a little bit.
I was like so bummed that Gina did that.
Here's the thing. Shannon put a ton of work into that bridal shower, and I think Gina's perspective was Jenn didn't even appreciate it. I did appreciate it. It's just that it was just an uncomfortable setting for me. Yeah, and Gina feels like her and Travis have been up and down, and their relationship's been through it, and now they're finally back together. So why was the bridal shower not for Gina?
I went through such a horrible time last year with Travis, and then my family comes back together this year, and maybe that's something to celebrate.
Gina wants a party.
Oh. Jenn told me directly to my face that she did not want to have the bridal shower.
Shannon, God, I love her, but why is she having a bridal lunch?
And then
But
when
why
I
can't
brought
she
that up,
open
she
her
was
mouth?
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
That
wouldn't have been very nice of
frustrating.
me.
What are you doing right now?
I'm
Gina?
being honest about this. I'm
So
being honest
am
about
I.
this.
Oh, but she was also really high at the tulip, so she was like all over the place.
Oh. I want to know something. I have a question. What's everybody doing this summer? What last legs?
The tulips, they're done.
Oh, I see.
Emily's like, shut the hell
Yeah,
up.
maybe
You don't stop talking.
Don't get mad at me.
Yes, she was
That's so right.
all over
Gina
the
sat
place.
down at the table and was like, "Whoa!"
And you're like, what the hell?
I feel like sometimes I get frustrated with Jenn, but people don't actually see it.
I see it. No.
But I'm like, okay, but this is a real perfect example of it. It's like you told me directly that you did not want this bridal shower, and my advice was, why don't you tell Shannon that you don't want this bridal shower?
Yeah.
And instead, we all had to take time out of our day. I had to cancel meetings that day to come to that.
I know.
Jenn's a little messy, and you don't see it. And I would love people to see her mess a little more, you know?
I would have told Shannon,
Like,
if she
no.
had said, I want to throw you this, I would have said no.
Yeah.
Just because, let's just go to lunch or something. So maybe Gina felt like, you didn't even want it, you didn't even appreciate it, which is not true. I did appreciate it.
Yeah, it was
that was probably
beautiful.
nicer than my actual wedding will be. No joke. I'm not even kidding.
can't.
But you know what?
You're so funny.
That kind of stuff is uncomfortable for me.
I know you say that.
It is. It's uncomfortable for me. I don't like things around me,
Yeah.
like things centered around me like that.
If that's how Jenn says that she feels, I believe her, because there's a part of me, and I know people say, oh, really, you don't want the attention, but when it's something like that, or if it's a birthday and you have to open a gift, like, I'm very uncomfortable with. See, there he did it.
I'm not.
Very uncomfortable.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I also get like the whole wedding thing, like the traditional feeling of a wedding makes me very uneasy. I don't think people realize how being divorced is like it's almost like for a long time, like a scarlet letter I wore. I didn't leave my marriage in an up and up way. I can't believe I'm a divorced person. I rocked my kids' world. Like, I feel like I wore this guilt for so long. So to do anything that resembles like a new marriage and a second marriage, it feels a little, I don't know, I get uneasy with that. Like, I went and tried on dresses with Katie, and that was weird too.
Yeah.
I felt very like a fraud, almost putting on these wedding gowns and this veil, and that's not, I don't know how to describe that, and I don't know what that is for me, and I probably need to work that out a little bit.
Yeah, I want you to for yourself, because listen, I've been divorced. I understand maybe because of the way that your divorce went down, it feels a little bit heavier for you, but I want you to let that go, because you have something so good now, and sometimes we have to go through something really hard in order to get to our really good place. And you need to like celebrate that. You know what I mean?
And I'm
not
better
saying
at
like in some big opulent way, but what I'm saying is I don't want you to have any like angst around it.
And so Shannon doing that, it was this most like gorgeous bridal setting that I felt like I didn't deserve or something. I don't know, but it was so sweet of Shannon.
Yeah.
She grew up on boats.
Yeah, I grew up on boats. Didn't we have some references to the international boating community?
Yes.
IBC.
Yeah.
In Amsterdam. But I didn't want to drive.
Now. Okay, now get her straight. I know how to handle this, Russ. Okay, turn this way. Yeah.
But after 2 people were inept at doing it, I took over the wheel and nobody complained.
You did well.
Come on. Oh, we might. There's I'm sorry, sir. I'm a skilled boater.
Took care of the job.
Yeah, it was not good.
Did you drive it at all?
No, I don't drive. We just met.
She just
She's on a yacht.
She just swirls on poles.
That's right.